How could you even tell what's on?
I can tell.
Dave.
What's up, guys? It's Isaac, aka Generally Driven, back with another video. We got parts behind me.
Come on, take a look.
Oh yeah, and none of these are for this car, by the way. Yeah. But if it's not for the Jetta, what could the parts be for? Well, I'm glad to show you, my little hooligans. Today I'm gonna be unveiling my new project for you guys. Yes, Isaac, you got another project? I know, tell me about it. I got like 6 cars now. You guys saw in the last video, I'm gonna be starting a new project on this channel, guys. It's not gonna be for the Jetta, it's not gonna be for the Infinity. It's actually a new car I got. I had it for like a couple months. It's been sitting at my friend's house right now. Has not drove a single foot since May. That's the last time it's seen the road. I low-key haven't taken care of it the way I wanted to originally. So I got 4 cars already. All of them need love. I didn't want to neglect this one the way I've been doing over the last 3 months already. I was like, you know what? Let me just put it off to the side until I figure out what I want to do with it. So the car sat a little bit. But then a couple weeks ago, my buddy Austin brought me to Grid Life at Road America. It was the first time they ever had an event there. They had drifting, time trials. It was absolutely insane. I stayed there the whole day and I met up with these 2 guys that have the same car that I recently bought. They told me that it was the first time ever on the track, and I was like, dude, if it's your first time ever on the track and you guys are ripping it up like this, like, why not join the fun, you know? The gears started turning up here because I was like, dude, Green Bay's cracking down on the car scene low-key. Fat Mac's really the only one who's putting it on for the city right now for car shows and stuff like that. It's really been dead. Like I said, I don't want to fade out of the car scene. I'm not fade out, but like, not do anything this year, you know what I mean? Why not build a race car? Why not build a track car that I could actually have fun, rip on the track and drive around and have fun with? Like I said, I got a couple boxes on the Jetta right now that I gotta bring over to the car. You gotta go get an oil filter, get it moving and starting. That's really the main focus on this video today. Yeah, let's go get this oil filter. We just pulled Infinity in the driveway. We're about to load up all the parts in the car. Yeah, let's go get started with this project. Got all the tools loaded in the Infinity. We got the tools, we got the jack, we got the impact. So let's go get going and get started on the project because we've been taking way too long. I got work at 6. So I just got back from Raleigh's, picked up the new oil filter. I got it sitting here on the bench with all the other parts I brought. Got new brakes, calipers, pads. Got a new steering wheel that I want to slap on the new project. Energy short hub with a little spacer to fit the quick release. NGK sparkulators, new platinum spark plug wires. Ooh, fancy. Drilled and slotted rotors, front and rear. Stop tech brake lines. Low-key wanted stainless steel lines just to prevent the possibility of the line bursting under heavy braking. And the oil filter we got from O'Reilly's. And then the 5W30 Mobile Synthetic. Yeah, we got quite a parts list parked on the bench here, as you guys can see. But let me go and show you a little project here. This is the new project, guys. I hope you guys enjoy. So this is it. This is my 94 Acura Integra GSR. Picked it up a couple months ago, like I said in the last clips. Pretty much been sitting here since May. Over to a car show locally in town. After that, the brakes were kind of acting all funny. They were really soft, no brake force at all. I would have to use the handbrake just to get this thing to stop properly. And after that, I parked it because I didn't really want to take the chance of me rear-ending someone and ruining this perfectly good car. Like I said, it's from 94 and it's super clean, minus the dust because it's been sitting. I said, I fell in love with this car. This is the first car I ever learned how to drive manual. It has a lot of sentimental value with me, and I low-key feel so bad because I left it just parked here and sitting here, but you can tell, just the interior. Minus the steering wheel because I already tried to take that off because the new steering wheel. You can just see like the interior, no rips in the seats, no stains in the seats. The seats are legit perfect. Trackless dash, insanely clean, insanely clean. That's why I want to bring this thing back to life. Like I said, I didn't really have any motivation to build this or do anything with this because I didn't want to ruin it. It looks perfect, it looks sick, it's clean, and I didn't really want to go stancy pants. I want to build a car that's more focused around track days, like track events, time attacks, grip events, stuff that's local. We have a lot of local events here in Wisconsin, and like I said, I want to get my feet wet. I want more seat time to get actually more experienced on how to drive behind an actual car. Because like I play Forza, Gran Turismo, stuff like that, and like I always thought it'd be so cool just to be able to get the chance to rip on a track like Road America, WIR, or something like that, you know what I mean? So why not build a car? So the first task at hand I'm gonna start on today is getting the spark plugs done because the wires are all chewed up and they used to be blue and they're kind of black now, and disgusting. I really want to get this thing looking nice, spick and span. A lot of cobwebs, leaves, and everything, etc. in here, and it's pretty dirty. It hasn't been cleaned in I don't know how long. We got some aftermarket goodies on here. We got some 1320 headers. Those are discontinued, I believe, and those are quite a pretty penny. And I got a Skunk Pro Series intake manifold. Don't know what kind of intake that is. I'm pretty sure it's just like a cheap knockoff. But minus that, it has a GSR B18C1. Built trans, has carbon synchros, everything like that. So the trans is pretty nice. But let me stop talking and let's get to wrenching because it's starting to get a little bit of spicy meatball in here. Got my trusty dusty spark plug wires and my trusty dusty NGK spark plugs here. Not sponsored. I wish. But here we're gonna pop the hood here. Oh, let me put some stuff on. Over a Honda, so you gotta put it on the service hood latch. Come on. But so we're gonna take these old spark plug wires out, rip them out of here. You don't need to know what order they're in. It looks pretty clean in here actually. Holy shit. I was expecting the spark plug holes to be absolutely disgusting and corroded, but they're actually super clean in here. 1, 2. Now that we got the junk spark plug wires out of the way, we're gonna take these old spark plugs out and inspect them. Hopefully they aren't too bad. Little burnt. Oh, I lied. They are absolutely donezo. I mean, that could just be from running rich. There's not really oil on the plug, which I'm surprised because Hondas love blow-by. So I'm actually very surprised about that. And yeah, this one's the same. I'm expecting all the rest of them to be just the same. So let's just get all these replaced and call it a day. Yeah, that's looking a lot better than it did. Some new sparkulated wires on it, so hopefully it does not misfire as bad as it did before. But now I'm gonna jack it up just to get the front wheels off so I can get the calipers and the rotors off so I can get those replaced as soon as possible. So I'm gonna do that now. So yeah, let me get some videos of that. So now that we got the car jacked up, I'm gonna take the front wheels off, chalk it, so the car won't fall on my legs while I'm under here. Yeah, no wonder they didn't freaking work. Look how rusty this is, man. The caliper's destroyed. But no worries, we got new hardware. So yeah, I'm gonna take this one off. It should be 2 17s, one caliper bolt up here, one right there, and then there's one right directly below that one. And yeah, there are 2 17 bolts, and then after that, the caliper bracket should come off. Then you can take the rotor off. Then you just reverse those steps, and then yeah, you should be good. Boom, we got the caliper out. As you can see, the pads fell right out. They were like paper thin. There was like no pads in here. So no wonder the brakes barely worked. And we're gonna take the old rotor off. There's no set screws in there, so that's a plus. I put the new stainless steel brake line in already. My camera died, so I didn't end up filming that. 11 up here and then a 14 down here. You could just spin this bottom nut off. This comes off. You don't have to spin this out because usually that takes forever and you can always round these. So luckily the Stop Tech stainless brake lines came with the nut on the backside, so then you can just thread it up and you don't have to strip it. So that's a plus. This took like 5 minutes. Pretty easy. Just gonna put the new rotor and caliper and we should be good on the front passenger side. And boom, guys, we got the first side done. Look at it, it's pretty nice. It looks way better than before. Got my Detroit axle pads, got my new calipers, new rotors, and everything looks really nice and shiny except the knuckle. But yeah, I couldn't be more happy. It looks 10 times better. And I bet the brakes are gonna feel absolutely amazing now. So let's get started on the driver's side and everything should be all nice and sturdy. And we just got done with the driver's side. It looks absolutely amazing. Like the passenger side, this was a major key.
I changed a lot.
Because the brakes, like you saw, they were absolutely toast. But we just got a homie that just pulled up. EK Connie. Bad news, we ended up finding out that the brake lines in the front are actually bad. That's why there was no brake force at all, and also the rotors were not used whatsoever. So my boy Connor is over here making me some custom lines. He's getting all wicked dickety. And he's gonna help me fix the issue because there was 2 lines here and they weren't ever connected. So that's why there was no brakes in the front at all. So we're gonna have to hold off on the rears for today, sadly. I'm gonna have to do the rears tomorrow. It was just the fronts had no lines, so it could never get brake fluid. Now we're gonna fix this issue in the front, bleed the fronts, and then hopefully have brake pressure again, so then we can actually move the car forward and backwards and stop with actually the brake pedal instead of the e-brake. And I'll just finish the rears after work tomorrow, and then we'll all have all new brakes. So while my boy Connor finishes up the brake lines in the front, I already took up the old steering wheel and put on the new Energy short hub and the little spacer that comes with it. I gotta slap on the Sparco quick release still, and then I gotta slap on my steering wheel. It shouldn't take that long. It should be like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go do that while he finishes up the brake lines, and then we'll bleed them, and then we should be all good to go.
Much later.
It is the next day. We just got off work. I ended up not finishing the Integra, sadly. What? I'm gonna finish the rears right now. Got the rotor, caliper, and all the so let's quit talking, jack up the rear, get the rear tire off, put the rotor, caliper, and everything on, and let's get this thing done. And yeah, guys, all you really need is a 12mm socket, 15 and then a 14mm socket, a flathead, and a little needle nose pliers. And yeah, these needle nose pliers have definitely seen better days, but this is only really used for the little pin. That's for the handbrake cable. You pull that out, then there's a little pin right here. You pull this pin up, and then you should be able to get this handbrake cable free. And I'm sorry it's a little dark, but then there's a 14mm bolt for the caliper hanger, and then there's there's another 15 directly below it. Take those 2 off, and then these 2 off after you take the handbrake cable off, and then you should be able to take the whole caliper off. Then after the caliper's off, you can take the rotor off like we did on the fronts, and then we should just reverse the process, and then you should be done. Got the rotor, caliper, got the new handbrake cable, new pads, new slider pins, everything. Everything is all nice and new. Looks amazing. So yeah, let's get done with the driver's side, and then we're all done with the brakes. So now that the brakes are all finished, I got my Energy short hub already attached. It was a 19 bolt here, and there's 2 Allen keys on either side of the steering column. And yeah, pretty much the whole steering wheel comes out, and then you just put this Energy short hub on with the existing bolt that you took off already. You can see the steering wheel is completely falling apart. Like, it's legit toast. It's disgusting. So we're gonna put on the nice dandy standy Rip Royal that I got from Stylin'. Suede, nice material, feels great in your hand. So we're gonna slap this on, and yeah, hopefully it goes on great. And just like that, guys, it's on. It looks absolutely amazing. Super easy. All it took is the 6 Allen screws to connect the male connector to this quick release. And yeah, it just goes right on. Super fucking sick. So I'm gonna quit talking. Let's jumpstart this car and get it started so you can hear it for the first time. Oh my God, guys, she's actually running after like 3 months of just sitting. I know that's not that long. 3 months is not that long, but she's running like a pin. But the engine sounds super healthy. I don't know if you can hear me that well, but that wraps up the video, guys. Thanks each and every one of you for even watching the video or taking the time to even click on it. It means the world to me, guys. We almost hit 400 views on the last video and we almost hit 600 on the one before that. So even if you guys took time out of your day just to even watch those 2 prior, can't thank you guys enough. We're almost at 200 subscribers, so each and every one of you guys for even liking or clicking on subscribe. You guys are making my dream come true, so thank you. We're gonna be back bigger and better next week. Just wait till we see what we have planned for the Integra. I hope you guys stay tuned for that. It's gonna be huge. But yeah, this is so long for now. This is Genuinely Driven. Peace out.